And just like that, the 2024 season-long fantasy football year, it's over. And some of you, hopefully a lot of you, are champions. Now, I know the end of the fantasy football season means a lot of you are going to dip out and not come back to the show until later in the summer. I totally understand that off-season fantasy football content might not be your thing. But I do want to say a couple of things, not just to someone who may be thinking about dropping off for a bit, but to the people who are going to be sticking around. In my opinion, the offseason is where my best work is done. The in-season grind is just that. It's a grind. I'll be the first to admit that I'm relieved the season is over. I can finally watch some of the TV shows that I've been wanting to watch. But also, I can finally start digging into the fantasy football topics that I've been wanting to dig into. I haven't been able to look at some of the high-level trends that made the 2024 season what it was. I can't wait to do shows on all of that. There's so much to unpack from this 2024 season. There's also prospecting work. A handful of years ago, I really started focusing a lot of effort on prospecting running backs, wide receivers, and now tight ends. Not only is the late round prospect guide going to be out in early March, but I'll be bringing on guests for late round perspectives and doing shows on those prospects over the next 4 or 5 months. And a lot of you have been asking for it, but yes, my pal Rich Ryan and I, we're going to do a final Becoming a Best Ball Bro episode in January. That's where I recap the season and come forward with some takeaways from my first year of being a full-blown best ball bro. So if you stick around, you're going to get weekly episodes with this show. Multiple episodes. Those episodes will range from studies about the 2024 season and what to expect moving forward, to prospecting stuff, to anything else that comes to mind. And as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago on the show, I hired on David Kitchen over the last month to be Late Round Fantasy Football's Chief Operating Officer. He's starting this week. That means bigger and better things for this podcast and all the content that I'm producing. But look, if off-season fantasy football and draft content is too much for you, I get it. I really get it. Not everyone is as into this as I am or as some others are. That's totally fine. All I ask is that you don't leave forever. Come back when you're ready, and I promise I'll be here. And before you do leave, I just want to say thank you. The 2024 season was a lot of fun. I had a lot of great interactions. I know my advice wasn't perfect, but I hope it didn't fail you too often. And if it did help you out and you want to return the favor, a big way to do that is just leave a rating and review. Whether it's on Apple Podcasts or maybe even on Spotify, or just spread the word about what I'm doing. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Now, aside from becoming a best ball bro, I'm going to be taking a couple of weeks off from the Late Round podcast. I got to get some rest and I got to get this content schedule all squared away. But just know that I'm really, really excited for 2025 and what's to come, because things are going to get even better. And I hope you're ready to come along for the ride. So cheers to 2024, and let's make 2025 a special one. Thanks again for all your support.